Hi guys, decaffeinated coffee. I've come across a bunch of people like in the last, month or two who say that caffeine is just stressing them out, so they're switching over to decaf coffee because they don't want the anxiety that they're feeling, which I totally get. And I am explaining this or telling you this based on my own experience. Not what some study tells you or not what some situation tells you. I'm telling you my own personal experience. And my own personal experience is, I went to my doctor years ago and I said, while I was there, I said, I really got anxiety. I'm just, I've suffered with anxiety most of my life anyway, just because I am go, 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 go. But that's for another video. I said, I'm having a lot of anxiety, and he said, are you drinking coffee? And I said, yes, I'm drinking coffee. He said, stop drinking the coffee. And I said, well, how about decaf? Because I love my coffee. I really love my coffee, right? And he said, well, you can go to decaf, but it'll raise your cholesterol. Now, at that time, I had blood work done. I was in his office to go over my blood work. My blood work on my cholesterol was perfect. In range, everything was fine. I said, well, I'm not really going to worry about that because my blood cholesterol is really good, so I'm not going to stress about it. If it raises it a little bit, then okay. So I got decaf coffee, started drinking it. 6 months later, I went back in for something, had my blood pressure, maybe it was a year. I think it was like my yearly checkup. And my cholesterol was through the roof. Through the roof. I had not changed anything other than I stopped drinking regular coffee and started drinking decaffeinated coffee. So, decaf coffee has 3 processes to get the caffeine out of the bean. 2 of them, one of them is completely safe, and I am guessing that's probably going to be used in organic coffees, expensive coffees. And I'm not even sure how you would find out what the process is for a coffee you were purchasing. Do you look on the label? Does it say it's processed this way? I have no idea because I didn't know this when I was drinking decaf coffee. But anyway, so 3 processes. One is done with seawater, which is the cleanest way. The other one is done with an enzyme that is often found in fruit. So they consider that natural, although if you were exposed to that enzyme by itself, it would cause all kinds of health problems. The third way is with chemicals. Now you can pretty much bet that all your basic brand type coffees are going to be the chemical way. Those chemicals do affect your body drinking decaffeinated coffee. Now I can tell you personally, my cholesterol was super high from a year of drinking decaffeinated coffee. So I quit the decaffeinated coffee, and I ended up doing a bunch of other stuff that dropped my cholesterol as well. But here's the thing. It's not like you just stop drinking decaf coffee and your cholesterol goes down. It doesn't work like that. If you stop drinking decaffeinated coffee, your cholesterol stays right there. And it is really difficult to get your cholesterol down after you have gotten it up through decaffeinated coffee. And I guarantee you that's because of the way that they take the chemicals out of out of the bean. Take the caffeine out of the bean. It's probably some type of residual effect. But here's the worst part about it. If you, like I'm sitting here now telling you this, if you go, I got a bug that's like flying around my face. Oh my God. Anyway, if you go onto the internet and you put into a search engine and say, is decaffeinated coffee bad for you? You will get hundreds and hundreds of pages. And they won't actually tell you anything. Some of them will tell you, yeah, it's kind of good for you, and yeah, it's kind of bad for you. And they might talk about the process, and they might, so there's like all this mass confusion. But if you go and you search, does decaf coffee cause high cholesterol? You will get page upon page upon page upon page and study upon study upon study of data that shows the link between decaffeinated coffee and heart disease. It's how you search. So when you're doing a search for some type of thing, you got to get really specific, or you got to do broad searches to find out exactly what the answer is. But one study that I read about, it was something like a 50% increase in the people, like they did a group study, and they said, you know, these people are drinking regular coffee, these people are drinking decaf, and these people are drinking no coffee at all. In the decaf coffee group, they had a 50% increase of heart problems, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, low LDLs, or high LDLs, all different kinds of stuff. And they said that it was directly linked, decaf coffee is directly linked to metabolic syndrome. And metabolic syndrome is just like a catch-all phrase for you're going to have a heart attack in maybe 30 years. It's increased belly fat, it's high blood pressure, high LDL, I think it's LDL. I can't remember the other cholesterol, but it's low good cholesterol, high bad cholesterol. And there's like all these risk factors that they consider. So if you've been told you have metabolic syndrome and you're drinking decaf coffee, get off of the decaf coffee. It is not helping you. The one thing that I found that I actually liked in place of coffee was rooibos tea. And there is actually a rooibos red and a rooibos green. We carry the rooibos red, and I drink it every day. I love it. And it is decaffeinated naturally. It's not a forced processed decaffeinated. So give it a try. We sell them in little 2-ounce containers. I think it's like 1 ounce of tea in little containers. You can try it and see if you like it, and then you can buy larger quantities of it. At the first, I liked it. I didn't have any problems with it, but as I kept drinking it, I really liked it. And I like it probably more than coffee now. I do drink coffee though. I drink just regular coffee, and I have 1 cup, maybe 2 in the morning, and then for the rest of the day I don't have any caffeine unless I'm doing green tea. And green tea is a whole other video because green tea has ECDC, and that is very good for stress and anxiety. But we'll do another video on that. Hope this this video helps you. I hope that you throw that decaf coffee in the trash, go back to regular coffee, go to rooibos, find something that is better than decaf coffee because it's doing you no favors. It's a processed food just like any other processed food. You may as well go out and buy a bag of Doritos. Matter of fact, the bag of Doritos, even with all the MSG and all that crap in it, it's probably more healthy than decaf coffee. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.